Hello everyone, welcome to Straight Talk, where we decode global property markets minus the fluff. I'm Nafisa Kopcic. We are back after a short break with a rebranded weekly show premiering every Sunday on our YouTube channel. Every week, we will look into the latest global market property trends in a fun, simple, and easy way. Well, this week, we are looking into a 5-year international investment plan, Dubai and Istanbul. And with me, of course, is Cameron Deggin and the new logo. So you're used to seeing Property Turkey logo. Now we are seeing Place Overseas. A little bit different, but we are still Property Turkey. This is just our holding company, just to give you that explanation right at the top. Okay, Cameron, let's go straight to the beginning. If I'm an investor, where should I start?
If you're an investor, right now, I believe you should start in Dubai.
Why?
Why? Dubai is on an upward trajectory. The cycle, definitely, the growth cycle, we're at the kind of middle of the cycle, and I feel that we have at least another strong 3 years of steep growth to come in Dubai. So if you're looking for value growth, if you're looking for accelerated capital growth, which a lot of investors these days are after, then I feel Dubai is one market that will give you that if you purchase and invest selectively, of course.
It feels like lately everyone's talking Dubai.
Correct.
In the investors community. You even called it once, I've seen it in one of your previous videos, you called it a 3-year gold rush.
Correct.
Why? Why?
First of all, what I'm seeing now is Dubai is transitioning. And that kind of pricked my ears, and I started watching the last 1 year. Dubai is transitioning. There are more schools, more hospitals. There are a lot more facilities that are not there just to welcome investors in and out, but that are there for longevity, that are there for proper populations. They're just shy of 4 million people now. The population of Dubai is 3 point something, 4 million. And their projection is by year 2030, which is less than 5 years from now, they wish to increase the population to 7, if not 8 million people. That's doubling our population. And what I'm seeing, Nafisa, is that they're doing all the right things to support such permanent population growth. So Dubai is transitioning from a highly speculative place to a proper living, working place where people look forward to their next generations in that place. Now, their visa programs, their golden visa programs, residency programs, the way they're pulling in talent from all around the world as far as workforce is concerned.
They're making it easy to get there.
And talent. They're pulling talent in. Now, all these things are in support of proper growth. Now, when I noticed that, I started looking at Dubai. And now I've come to a stage where I personally will invest in Dubai, because I always invest in places I advocate, I advise. And I think it's the place for at least for the next 3, if not 4 years, I see Dubai going up. Because normally, when you have a rush from investors and almost everybody buying is an investor, falls into investor category, it's all fair and good. Investors flog in. And when investors flog in, there's a hype. And this hype certainly creates a bubble, creates an upward swing. That swing...
So it's like catching the wave.
Exactly. Last 3, 4, 5 years, if you're really, really lucky, up to 10 years. But then it plateaus and it crashes. Why? Because all fair and good investors coming in and investing, but if there are not enough end users who really and truly want those properties as homes, will live there, will shop there, will carry on their lives there, then you get stuck. Investors come in, create the hype, they buy, but then if they cannot exit to proper end users, living, working populations, you get stuck there. And that had always been the problem of Dubai.
So what if I invest in Dubai now? What happens when the wave is gone?
Okay. Now, here's the thing. What I'm seeing now, Nafisa, is that in the last 2 years, 25 to 30% of all purchases in Dubai were done by residents of Dubai, people who actually live there. Now, if you take the clock back 10 years, as little as 10 years, and 10 years in the whole grand scheme of things is a blink of an eye. If you go back 10 years, you would see that that figure, 25, 30% now, was about 5% 10 years ago. So only 5% of property buyers in Dubai were end users. Now that figure is close to 30%. Now this is a phenomenal increase that indicates longevity. Now, what is happening in Dubai now? Why you invest now? Because the push, the investments, the infrastructure investments, the whole expansion program that they have, and they have perfectly mapped it out. It's a very intelligent way of doing it. It is working, and it is pulling in real people, living, working people. Now, that means that there will be a genuine exit to end users after 3-4 years, which means if you invest in those corridors that are geared toward genuine end users eventually, it's a no-brainer. There will be an increase and there will be an exit. If your exit is a short, as I always say, any real estate strategy, if you don't have a strong exit, it isn't worth the paper it's written on. If you can catch that, you will ride the wave. And we have that opportunity in Dubai now. This is why I say the next 3 years is Dubai time.
So what is the best strategy to enter Dubai right now?
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to just do it emotionally. You know,
I get
everyone's
it.
doing it, and it's so fun to live there, and it's a great location to travel around the region. But what's the best strategy?
As an investor.
As an
We are
investor.
now coming back and looking at it as an investor. As an investor,
Yes, because we promised at the beginning of the show, I did promise a plan for investors that is the smartest at this time, having in mind all the things that you've just said that are happening
Okay.
on the market. And we promised the smartest international investment plan. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do again the pretend play that we did last time. I have $500,000. And I want to invest. What would you? What? And I come to Property Turkey, place overseas. What kind of strategy?
advice would I give you?
Guys, this is now for free, so listen carefully.
You're basically saying, I've got a 5-year investment horizon.
Yeah.
So now is time 0. I invest. After 5 full years, time 5, I exit. So I see that as a 5-year project. What do I do? I'd say, and what you're after is what you're investing today, time 0, what you're getting out, time 5. You want to maximize your investment in that 5-year period. So that's your target. Maximize return on investment in 5 years. I would say invest pre-launch or off plan, but make sure you're not investing into somebody else's exit. Be the first in at the lowest cost level. In Dubai, along living corridors, do not be taken in by aggressive advertising, aggressive marketing, aggressive hype. Do not be taken in by that. Most often, hype, aggressive hype equals disappointment. Do not be taken in. Go along true living corridors of Dubai, around maybe mid to high range, okay? Pre-launch, be the first in. Plan your exit the day you buy. Now, this is very important, Nafisa. Don't just buy expecting, you know what, this is Dubai, ooh, I'm going to have an upside. No.
No, yeah.
Plan your exit the day you buy.
Because you don't know when, I
Exactly.
don't like that word, but when the crash will happen.
So,
When the crash happens,
around 3
you want to
years.
be ready for it.
I'd say around 3 years, even 2.5 to 3 years, you exit. So, if it's a graph going up, price graph, value graph, the graph started already. We're not at the beginning of the graph. The beginning of the graph was 2-3 years ago. It already started. So we already lost a little bit of profit that we could have gained, but that's okay. We still have handsome gains to be made, playing smart. Graph started, we're somewhere here. The graph will still go, and then plateau. You want to exit before the plateau, not on the plateau. If you try to gain that last 10% because you're too greedy,
You lose it.
you may lock yourself in. And if you lock yourself in, trying to gain the 10%, you may lose 50%. Be careful. You want to exit here when the graph is still up. Because when the graph is still on an upward trajectory, there are buyers in the market. There are buyers in the market because they're still chasing. You exit there. Then what you do is you come to Turkey. You come to Istanbul. You come to Bodrum. But let's talk big cities. You come to Istanbul. Why?
Get golden visa. Get
This is what. So if you're exiting in 3 years, but this 2025, we're towards the end of 2028, right? Or early 2029.
Will Turkey be recovering by then?
By then, our projection is that interest rates will already be in single digits in Turkey, below 10%. They are now what? 40%. Inflation will match, also be single digits. And Turkish economy, and most certainly the biggest wing of Turkish economy is real estate in a country where the average age is 30 to 32, obviously, no-brainer. The real estate market in Turkey at that time will be on its next wave, going up. So, what you do is this. You ride the Dubai market, then Dubai market plateaus. You don't wait. You don't wait the
already
plateau.
invest.
You
already
exit,
exit.
and then you come into Turkish market when it is doing the same. So over the next 5 years, you can enjoy riding. 3 years in Dubai, then the next 2 years in Istanbul.
What about those still considering Istanbul as an investment? Maybe they can't afford, Dubai at this point. So, how would you assess the situation? Should they wait for the better times, or what would be the best approach? And what about those who want to invest in both?
Okay. Istanbul, well, Turkey as a whole, and Istanbul as its beating heart, is a real market, always has been a real market. As we always say, over 95% of all real estate transactions here are among residents, are among Turks, locals.
Yeah.
So foreign investment really accounts for a very, very small proportion of the whole thing. So this is a very local market. Hence it has longevity. Hence it's a real living, working market. Now, these markets are more stable than Dubai. They don't go up as rapidly, but when bad times come, they don't go down as much either. They the graphs are more stable. In Istanbul,
even the
we've seen
fall
that. Even the fall is smaller
Yeah.
than a place like Dubai, where you could really come off the cliff. Now,
That's the thing. You can't really feel the crisis in Istanbul. It's so massive.
exactly. And in fact,
It's not just
that is my biggest tip. Understand that. Understand where to invest in Dubai. When I say where, I don't mean geographically where. That could be many different ideas. When I say where, I mean what type of properties to invest in. Invest in properties that are more likely to become somebody's home in the near future. Somebody's home. in the near future.
I like how we finished this episode, home. So this is your home for every week if you want to know the latest global market property trends. Cameron Deggin, of course, here with me, a veteran investor in
Thank
all
you.
these markets that we mentioned, and the founder of Place Overseas. Now, if you like this show and if you like this comeback show, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And also just make sure you follow what we are doing if you're thinking of investing in one of these cities that we are mentioning. But we plan to cover things globally. Cameron, thanks so much.
Many thanks.
It's been a
Lovely.
pleasure.
Till next time.
Until next time.
Love
Bye.
it.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.